Our Fox Body Mustang is completely disassembled, and now it's time to install that huge mountain of parts you guys saw in the previous episode. Before we get into it, I did want to give you a reminder that the Throttle Ready merchandise drop is officially live, and every dollar that you spend on our website is going to give you one automatic entry to win RS2000 plus a check for $20,000.
We have a ton of brand new parts to throw onto this Mustang. Let's get into it.
All right, well, we picked up this, they call it a drift vent. We're gonna bond it to the Ford Mustang hood. This kind of brings that flavor into the car. If we do it nicely and execute it nicely, it should flow well with the car. So that's the goal. Now we've got our two pieces and slide it back together. And Evan was kind enough to run out, get us some fiberglass from the local auto parts store. Jimmy got us some cups. Now we just got to get some paintbrushes. So we're gonna go get that. And at that point I can start cutting holes in the hood, which is exciting. All right, we got one layer down. We got the resin on the mat, and then we're gonna go ahead and just let this kind of set up. I'm gonna go eat lunch. Come back, I'll probably lay down another layer of some full strips, and then we should be good. Job well done. All right, got the panel test fitted, everything's good. Just gonna go back and clean up all the sharp edges, make it nice and smooth, and also grind down the areas where we're gonna be applying the panel bond. We went ahead and fitted it already. I haven't glued it down yet. I want to go ahead and make some holes around the outside. That way the panel bond has something to go through and actually grab onto this thing, not just depending on the prepared surfaces, the sanded surfaces. And it'll let the panel bond pass through the product, and then we can smooth it on the other side and really grab it and hold it into place so we don't have any cracking down the future. We're tossing on the panel bonds so we can get this thing sitting and curing. We're gonna try to leave it overnight before we can do some body work on it.
You're getting right after it.
Well,
this is a big moment.
This is a big moment.
This is a big moment. This hood has been your baby. Like the last day, this is it. Big project. It's scary.
It is scary.
It's exciting stuff. Mickey ain't scared.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
It's Mad Mick now.
Mad Mick,
Oh
yeah. Hashtag Mickey ain't scared.
Mad Mick.
We put a little octane booster and some OET on our hood, and yeah, it's in. Now we gotta wait for it to dry. So once the panel bond cures, we can flip it over and see how we did. Then it's off to get smoothed and hopefully painted. All right, it's the next day. Our panel bond is hardened. And one of Jimmy's homeboys, Anthony, is here to save the day because we got a lot of work to do, and he has actually started to blend this all in for us. Thank you, Anthony. You're saving our bacon on this one because we don't have time to be doing all this stuff ourselves. So we did the best we could to get this thing narrowed, as you guys saw, and in the stock hood. Now Anthony's gonna take it on and try to smooth out all the things I screwed up. So
There's some gaps.
It was decent.
But it's straight. So
it is straight.
Yeah, it is straight.
Straight as an arrow.
It's decent.
It's decent.
It's decent.
Really? Decent? All right, we'll take decent. Anyway, I think it's gonna be a cool look. I think it's gonna look good. You can't really judge off of the the Fiberglass here.
right now.
It's a lot of work, but like I think it will do a lot for the car. Like I think it was definitely a necessity.
Anthony's and going to town on the hood. It's looking good.
Get in there.
The vision is becoming reality because of Anthony. So I didn't have time to do all this body work myself, and to be honest, he's probably way better at it than I am. You can see kind of the realism of this now, kind of where it all lines up with the body lines. You can easily see the body lines now that he started sanding. He kind of made this contour with the body lines. Sort of fit almost like it would become a stock component. Just more aggressive, so really happy with the way this is turning out.
We have a Dishworks DW200 here. The fuel pump, as far as we know, that is in the tank currently is original. Because we're adding more power and more torque to this engine, it's always a good idea to throw a new fuel pump in. This one's actually bigger than the factory one. It's gonna give us much better fuel flow. So unfortunately, we have to drop the fuel tank to replace it. Let's get it out. I need 2 men.
Need 2 men on this.
I need 2 men over here, brother.
What we got? What we got? Wow, this thing goes deep in there, huh?
That's what I'm saying, dude. I can't even get it out all the way. It's
That's the
so
silliest design.
It's sat here.
Oh my god.
Like, ridiculous. Look at that, dude. All metal. And they use like the tiniest hole possible. That's crazy. Let's get this thing taken apart. Get our new DW pump in here. We just got our Dishworks fuel pump installed into the carrier and we're ready to get this thing back in the Fox Body Mustang. And while we're on the topic of fuel, I wanted to touch on its importance. A low quality fuel can degrade your engine, shorten its life, damage injectors, reduce power, and is overall a really bad time for your engine, especially on something like a 34-year-old Mustang. A good quality fuel is extremely important. Here at Throtl, that is why we use Sunoco. Sunoco has top tier detergency, which makes your engine run cleaner, longer, and more efficiently. Sunoco also has Ultra94, which is the highest octane available at the pump at Sunoco. So next time you're on empty, do yourself a favor and fill up with Sunoco Ultra94. Now let's get this fuel pump into the Fox Body.
That ain't going nowhere.
Now the tank's back in, we gotta bolt the rest of this down. We gotta put our fuel lines back on, and then we'll move on to the suspension. Let's go. Now we're gonna start moving into our suspension. So we wanna get the uprights back on, get our 5-load conversion fired off. So we're gonna start off with our BC Racing coilovers. So we're gonna get these guys on. That's gonna allow us to get everything back up because the control arms and spindles are just hanging. They're dangling right now. So we're gonna put this on. It's gonna allow us to start putting our front bearings and brake rotors back on and get the suspension back together. Our front BC coilovers are in, they're not tight yet. Next up is to tighten everything down. We have a new set of tie rods going on. We're gonna install those, get our wheel hubs and our new brake rotors on for the 5-load conversion, and then we'll move on to the back.
You guys hear that?
What is that?
So it's Jason Bourne.
Oh yeah!
Whoa, what are you doing? What up, baby? Welcome to the East Coast.
Nice seeing you guys again.
Over here, dude.
You know, I can't let you guys have all the fun. Oh my
We got a lot of work to do, brother, and we need help.
Yeah, what did you guys do?
What do you mean? It's perfect.
Come on, man.
It worked well, but it needed some love. It needed some more refinement. Some
I
more
saw
power.
pictures of this thing and it looked amazing in pictures. It looks like a junkyard car right now. What happened here?
Have a look around. Like we all did already. We even got to drive this thing.
Ooh, this is nice.
Yeah, I'm taking the
very
pinstripes off right now.
With the red? Bro, in the pictures, the red looks freaking bad. Whoa, hold on.
Yep. I'll show you how to accomplish that.
Dude, this car is mint.
Oh, man. The seals gotta be perfect. Oh, yeah, they are. Dude, damn, this is so sick, bro. Dude, so clean. This is all original.
All original. don't even have the window sticker.
Seriously?
The original
Yeah, dude, there's like a stack of documents that came with this car. Like, it's sick.
What do you got? 1990? What is 89. Wow. I like the fact that the seatbelts are all buckled in the back and all that stuff. It's like a showroom car. Jesus. With the sunroof?
Pops, dude, it comes out completely. It's got, dude, it has.
It works.
No, it's manual, but it has its own like back.
No
You can
way.
take it out and stuff in the back.
No way. Hold up. So I'm just gonna start ripping everything that doesn't belong to the car. I'm gonna make everything look back to OEM. And then from here, I'm gonna have to go inside. And I'm assuming under the dash, there's a whole wires nest in there that needs to be removed as well. So I wanna get to work. It's really hard for me to get in here. There's really no space. The camera's definitely not gonna make it. So as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna show you everything I removed. Let me show you this big old body. It looks like a Nintendo. Look at this thing. This thing screams 1989. Alarm system is out. On to the next thing.
Oh, there's some long stud there, huh?
Yep, just in case we need to run some spacers or go run different offset wheels and stuff, we can get whatever we need on there. Just got some open-ended racing lug nuts. Solid.
What's going on, Mick?
I'm just over here playing with my
Sure thing, pal.
Sure thing, pal.
What's the other one? Chief?
Yeah, Chief.
Hey, Chief. Or,
Call me Chief, you get blasted in the mouth.
You sure about
Yeah,
that?
just so everyone knows.
I hate Chief. Does anybody have a word that people say to you that you just don't like?
Boss, buddy.
I don't like
Chief.
I don't like boss, hey boss, or Chief. I don't know why, it just rubs me wrong. Like it almost feels sarcastic, I think, and that's why. But anyway,
what do you
that's
need?
just a personal thing. Alright, we've got our axles from Yukon. These are our 5-lug conversion axles. Go ahead and stuff the studs in these guys.
So we have our old intake manifold here, and here's the new Holley System Max we're going to be installing on the Fox body. So I have to transfer over some of the original stuff from the old manifold. We have like new fittings and some barbs and stuff that need to go on, but the fuel rail, the injectors are going to be staying the same. So we need to transfer all that stuff over. I also have a new thermostat and thermostat housing we're going to be installing on, and we're going to pretty much make this piece look like this piece with the fittings and the plugs and the rail and all the things we need. And then we're going to slam this on the car and then start working on the upper intake manifold. So let's get to it.
Before we get to it, what's the benefit to this Holley system rather than our little stock guy?
Well, it's more airflow. So when you open up the intake, the air intake, you allow more air in. The engine starts making more power easier. And the upper manifold, there's a huge difference as you saw in the previous video, but this one is the lower manifold. So if you open up the upper manifold and you don't open up the lower manifold, this acts as a choke point essentially, and it doesn't really do a whole lot. You need to open up the entire system as a whole. So you can see the runners on this are massively different.
They're like twice as big.
They're like huge compared to these. So, and the same thing on the ports on the bottom. They're much larger than the ones that are on the stock manifold. So this is gonna allow more airflow into the engine, in and out, which means more fuel, which means we make more power and more torque. And it's gonna be more fun to drive. So I just finished assembling our intake manifold. I'm getting the heads ready to receive the new intake manifold. This is one of the designs that I don't really like, which is running coolant through the intake manifold. So these are all coolant ports, and then your upper hose comes out of the intake manifold. Now this car doesn't have a valley cover, so like on an LS, if you pull the intake manifold off, you have a gasketed cover that covers, these are the push rods, the lifters, and the cam is directly underneath this. You have a separate cover that covers all that stuff. In this case, we don't have that. The intake manifold is the valley cover, and because you're running coolant through it, we have to be 100% sure that everything is clean. The gasket's gonna do its job, because if it leaks down here into the engine, we're gonna have a really bad time, and we're gonna end up towing this car to Chicago because it'll spin a bearing. You're gonna aerate
Have a
the oil.
swimming pool in here.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good. So I need to be very thorough here, make sure everything is 100% clean, and then we can throw our lower manifold on.
Huh?
What's up, dude? Who let him in here, dude? We got our first intake gasket going on here. This has a 2-stage torque and the top is 25. So we're gonna go to there.
Pretty technical piece you got here.
Pretty good, huh?
You ever use a torque wrench?
Once or twice.
This is our new limited slip diff. It is from a Cobra. It is bigger and beefier than the one that came in the GT. This is going to allow us to run a bigger spline axle and make the rear end stronger. So this is also a brand new LSD versus a 35-year-old LSD. So we have new bearings for it. We're not going to be changing the pinion or the ring gear. We got to take this ring gear off, set it up on this, and then drop this back in the car. So the reason we have to change this out is this is a 28 spline and this is a 31 spline. So let's get to work. Also, just because you don't see us use Loctite on camera doesn't mean we're not using it. So, heads up. Heads up, commenters. I see you. I see you yelling at me. I'm talking to you. Are you ready, baby? Cobra diff going in. Let's go.
So you weld the old one or what?
Yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah, you want it?
Dude, that old diff laid some heaters down. I was very impressed with it.
Yeah, it did.
Right?
It's because nobody used it before.
Facts,
That's why.
yeah, that's true. Very low miles. Low heater count. Yeah,
All
right?
right, we're in good shape. If I had both these, it'd be good. All right.
Yo, what'd you put in there?
This is the pin, dude.
What pin? I never saw a pin.
The pin that holds the thing.
What
pin that holds the
The
pin.
pin that holds the thing.
The pin that holds the pin.
That's because you don't watch the disassembly, brother.
I watched the whole thing with
Mira.
brown eyes.
This bolt holds the pin that holds the pin that holds the axles in place.
And then it holds the other thing, and then it holds the car, and then the car drives.
Then you throw the pin in.
I need to stick this in place, and you're gonna stick like 3 bolts in, and then we're gonna be done. The reason we're upgrading the diff is because it makes it a lot stronger. It's also a very easy and simple upgrade. As you guys saw, it took us literally like an hour and a half to upgrade the diff to a Cobra diff. It's a much stronger unit, allows us to run stronger axles, and while we're just doing minor bolt-on stuff to the engine now, that's not going to add an insane amount of power. We are hoping to put something a little bit more potent in this car when we get it back to our shop in California, and we will not have to touch the rear end at all to do a much more powerful engine conversion if we choose to do that. So it's kind of a super simple way, and it also allows us to run a 5-low conversion, which is really cool, but it reinforces the rear end, makes the car a lot stronger. Also, it has a new LSD. That other one is about 35 years old, and even though it does have low miles on it, you just never know how well it's working. Ours was working pretty well. Mickey found out, Jimmy found out. This one should perform a lot better. So I just got this drum brake set up, so we had to adjust them for the new drums. This side is done. We're gonna move on to the neck. Ricky already cleaned everything up, so we're just gonna adjust it up and be done. This one feels really good. So these rear drum brakes were super loose when we got the car. That's something I noticed driving it, is you would push on the brake pedal, and the fronts would engage and the backs would immediately engage. So when you like pressed further in the pedal, then the rears would grab and the whole thing would brake a lot better. So having these adjusted properly, it's gonna give us way better pedal feel than we had before. Probably it right there. Oh, that's way better. Rear brakes are done.
Brand new rotors go in the front, and they're slotted. Mickey ended up putting some longer studs in here, and it's my turn to fill it up with grease, and then pack the bearing with some grease, and then put it in here, and then we have a seal for it. And this is gonna hold the bearing in place. It's gonna seal it in there. From here, we're gonna place this thing on the spindle, and then we're gonna pack a smaller bearing, which goes here. And then there should be a big washer and a nut, which I have to find. So let's get to it.
I let you pack the grease because of the thumbs you got in there.
Hell yeah.
I heard you got some crazy thumbs.
Yeah, dude, they get down.
You ain't never seen his thumbs?
No, I heard they're legendary though.
They're huge.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on them though.
Once you get a taste of them, you never want to go back to another one, dude.
I'm gonna stay away from those thumbs now.
No, yeah.
Now it's time to move on to our rear coilovers, get the stock suspension off because it's old and worn, and get on our new BC Racing BR Series coilovers. Let's get these on. So this has what's called quad shock. So it's got a set of shocks here, and then it's got the normal set of shocks. Why? I don't know. Going in the trash. In the bin. So what limits the rear axle travel on these solid axle cars is the shock itself. So if we pull both shocks out, what I'm worried about is, depending on the car, the whole live axle is going to want to fall out of the car. So what we have to do is put jack stands under the axle to hold it in place. When we take the shocks off, that the whole thing doesn't come flying down. So we're going to unbolt the shocks, and then we're going to lift the car up with the lift. The axle is going to stay there and start falling down. The car's going to go up, and that's going to allow us to pull the springs out, put the new springs in, bring it back down, shove our shocks in, bolt it all down, and our coilovers are done. Let's see how bad these are. Hey, they're actually not bad at all. How's this one?
40,000 miles?
Actually good. That one's pretty bad. That one's pretty
really
bad. That one. This one's actually in good shape, dude.
Oh,
that one cruises right back up.
That one's smoked.
This one's smoked.
What happens to the left side of the car?
That's why everyone who drives sits on the left side of the car. That's probably why.
Whoa. What?
This thing's gonna be slammed, huh?
This thing's gonna be. Oh, this is like stock. It should be fairly slammed, actually. We could go up a lot. So if that's like, that would be like max right there. That's almost factory height. This is probably a stiffer spring too, so it won't droop as much. That's it. Let's get it in.
About that time, huh? All right, so the guys said they wanted like a Japanese inspired type of theme with this car, or type of energy with it, right?
Yes.
And we couldn't let this thing have any Becky fitment, all right? So we gotta change things up a little bit. So I was thinking, what is one of the most like iconic, most recognizable wheels of all time with a JDM feel?
Yeah. Oh.
I'm thinking, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, they don't get much more iconic than that.
So we gotta make sure these things fit first.
Those are really big.
They're big.
Wow. All right,
Big car.
Let me hold this one. You get that one. Let's do a little test.
I know you like those big juicy tires.
I do,
so
man. I don't know if we're gonna be able to run the meets with this. I don't know.
Make it to the dark side. Been sitting for a while.
Pressed, dude?
Dude,
Pressed?
the pressed graphite on the
Really?
on the blue.
coming. Are they gonna fit? Is the big
I know this is like the you're like oh
Never
yeah.
know. So these are for what?
These are actually like specs for a Mark IV Supra.
Alright, let's see what we got here. It's gonna be a little snug fit because we just put on these long studs.
Will Super Spec TEs fit a Fox body?
Have faith. That?
Is that good?
That's crazy.
Hold on.
Remember, it's solid rear axle. It's solid rear axle.
It is solid rear axle.
We're not gonna get any camera.
True. Still, we have a hammer.
Yeah, we have a hammer.
Yo,
for sure, and
18s
we're not afraid to
actually-
use a hammer.
I was a little nervous about the 18s.
Oh,
but
no,
the 18s
no,
look
no.
sick.
That's a big wheel.
17s are probably ideal, but I think 18 will work.
We got a full finger here.
Yeah, dude, it looks money from the side. From over
Yeah,
here.
we put a big juicy tire on this thing though. It might get a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you said, we got hammers. I ain't scared of this thing.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's good. Let's check the front.
What do you think about T's on
hold
it?
on. Don't celebrate
okay.
yet.
Half high five.
Wait.
Ready? Half.
I mean, we're halfway there.
We have to check the front. Because if the front doesn't work, then we're
Does the hub board fit that giant thing on there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes. This is gonna be the tricky one.
Yeah, because the coilover and the
Coilover's right there. Ooh, it's
most people do not run a 9.5 on Fox Pocket.
What we got?
oh man.
Talk to me. Can I look down?
I don't know. It looks kind of close. Like really
might be
close.
touching.
Tighten these down and see.
That's money.
No?
That's a brake hang up. That's not the wheel. Look.
Oh, that's all we need. That's it. That's crazy. That's a crazy amount of room.
Wait, what is
That's
rubbing?
two cars.
What's rubbing?
It's the brake.
throw.
It's the hang up, dude.
What are the odds? What are the odds the wheels you have in there in storage?
The universe needed this.
Yes.
That's
Fit.
That's the only
No,
answer.
it's pretty aggressive, but we do have some adjustment with the BCBRs at the top if we need to adjust it.
Throw a little bit of camber at it. I
A
think
little bit of a stretch tire.
We're gonna have to rotate these coils down, boys.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Oh, she's gonna have to be sitting hot.
We got Jimmy spec.
Wow. Now that we know that the T37s do clear the calipers and the fenders and everything looks pretty good, we have some tires that should be here tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and take these off right now, put on some rollers. We need to get the Mustang into the center of the shop because our wrap guy, Devin, is showing up tomorrow. We wanna have the car all ready for him. So Ricky's finishing up the front left, and then we're gonna get all this stuff all wrapped up, and hopefully the car by the end of this is gonna be right in the center of the shop.
You just can't be obvious. Oh, right now. The goal is to see how many we can slap on his back without him knowing.
probably get
4,
probably like 3.
3, and then he'll notice.
3 before he starts getting sus. Like, why touching my back every 20 minutes?
Throughout the next hour.
Okay.
Jimmy's gas.
Jimmy's gas to get the stuff done, but it's no big deal. Not by much.
We tag Nick on this one. Yeah, tag you in.
Tag him in.
Hey!
Alright.
What are you doing with that?
You just got him.
Oh,
So he's
yeah.
got 4 now.
What?
So now it's your turn.
I gotta make a nickname for him?
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin the whole gig right now.
This is donated.
Go to the deck?
I have no idea what he's doing.
We're ready for the upper manifold, so we're gonna peel the tape off, slap the gasket on, get the upper plenum on here, and start plumbing it.
I just asked Quinn when we should reveal it.
End of day, dude.
Quinn's saying
End of day. Full shit. Full shit.
It won't come out. It'll get stuck in the toolbox.
A few moments later.
You mother. Oh, what the I'm like, what's wrong with Becky, yo? What's he talking about? Yeah.
got him on one. You got one of them.
Wait, one of them?
There's only 2. Here, I'll grab the
I can feel 3.
Here, this is the second one.
No! Pequeño papi? When did you guys do this?
Becky ruined it?
Yeah.
He did ruin it. I heard him say Bad Bunny. Why'd you
I
do
said
it?
I love Bad Bunny.
We were trying to get it going.
Wait, what the
It's
hell?
everything.
Not even I just spelled my. I'm not even gonna say that. That's a bad word. You guys are a bunch of punks, dude.
Oh, you found him.
Yeah, good.
Nice.
Becky ruined. Were you part of it?
I just came over, I said I love
guess
Bad
it's
Bunny,
wrong.
dude.
This one. This one? Oh! Zero trust. No, get out of here!
So I have our Systemax Poly upper intake manifold on the Fox body. It's all bolted down. We haven't run any vacuum lines yet. The next step is like the throttle and the EGR plate and all that stuff. But since that's gonna start occupying this space, I wanna knock out our spark plugs and our ignition wires. We have a brand new MSD distributor, wires, and new spark plugs, but I'm gonna knock out the plugs and wires right now because it's gonna make life a lot easier than doing it later on. So let's get into it. East Coast car life, dude. Old, new. But the plug itself actually doesn't even look too bad. It's just like it's just rusty. That sucks.
That is insane.
New plugs for the win. This thing is gonna look hot. Distributor's on. Now we're gonna swap out the ignition coil, wire our MSD box, and then we will adjust the timing when we get the motor fired up and running, which hopefully should be pretty soon. Our Systemax Holley intake is installed, our MSD ignition is installed before we add the last piece of the ignition system, which is a twin spark controller. We're gonna fire it up, check the timing, make sure everything's good, and then we'll get to installing that. So I got Ricky in the car, he's gonna start it. We're gonna check the timing and adjust it if we need to. Ready?
Yep.
I think we're off a tooth. Baby, we're good. We're good, Evan.
Did I just hear this thing start?
Yeah.
It wasn't even that loud.
It wasn't.
Couldn't even hear it. It was in the office.
We haven't even put the exhaust on.
Ooh, sounded pretty good though. Everything's good?
It did, yeah, everything runs great.
Woo! Okay.
See this?
Okay.
I remember when I used to do MSD ignition boxes, right? And normally for cars like this.
When you used to do MSD, what does that mean?
Well, back in the day, now with technology, you don't really need this too much. At least for the cars that I have. It used to be called the 6AL, and this thing was like this wide, and it was like a brick. Which essentially, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, but now with new technology, it's like an eighth of the size. This is sick. Has the same amount of wiring though.
This is
That hasn't changed.
Oh, this is a plug and play harness. That's what I like.
This is the perfect spot.
Oh, 40,000 original miles.
You mounted it, huh?
Yep, we got her all mounted up right there. I think that's a really good spot. So we're running the harness kind of down here. Ricky's shortening it right now. We got some connectors, we're gonna plug it up. This actually has like a big plastic cover that kind of covers all of this stuff. So I think when we're done, you will hardly even notice it's in here, but it'll be good. It'll be good. Good shape, huh? Good shape, buddy.
Everyone go comment good shape and tag Quinn.
It's in good shape, dude. There we go. Brand new one. This one, smoked. Junk.
Love that. That'll get you home.
No. Nope. In the garb.
Start your car in the morning, squeal, and you're embarrassed, and everyone's looking at you, and you're like, guys, it goes away, trust.
It's not a good look.
Not a good
Not
look.
a good look. So, got a freshie. Let's throw it on.
Brought a Mustang guy to help you out here.
Quinn, would you like some help? I'm a Mustang guy.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out.
So I put the belts on.
Okay.
And obviously it's not right.
Yep, definitely not right.
Loose.
Way too loose.
So what's the routing look like here?
Here. Hey, Quinn, hold on. Guys, come here. Take a look. That's how it goes.
He is the Mustang guy.
See,
He knew
I
that
told
was
you.
there.
I am
See?
the Mustang guy.
I can't read French.
It is correct.
No, it's not. You gotta go up and
No,
it's gotta go under.
It's gotta come out of that and up to that, and then.
Oh yes. Sorry, I'm not
I also
that.
don't have the.
I'm a new
differential out
Mustang
yet.
guy.
Your
slack.
LS isn't gonna start next time you try and drive it. Wow.
We trusting these guys with this car?
Bump the key.
Well, you guys know it's BMW.
Is this right?
Oh, here goes my finger.
Get it. Come on, boys.
Let me get it longer. Hold on, no, this is what we're gonna do.
Doomed him. Becky got the wrong belt.
Got the wrong belt? That was Eric. That was Eric.
Let's try this.
Oh, there you go. Got some pork on her. Nice work.
Money. Beauty.
And you guys wanted to blame Eric.
Roll whatever you want. Don't even start with me. Now the camera's going. You want to get a little spicy.
You know what you are? You're a hound dog. What are those dogs
You're
with
opposite
the big old
boxer.
ears?
Look at this dude. His ears, he's been tucking them behind his hat for so long, they're
Y'all be
squished.
Dumbo. Look at y'all.
You know when your mom says your face will stick like that? It has actually.
That's his ears. After 15 years tucked behind a flat brim. He's quiet now.
Because I can't figure out the dog that you look like.
A hound dog.
I'm trying to think of an appropriate insult is appropriate enough for this channel.
Coast boys, do you? You don't know East Coast boys, do you?
Whoa, that's the first time I see his hat on without his ears underneath.
Yeah, you guys want me to be
Oh, we
like
caught him off guard.
You tuck your ears?
That's what all you guys look like.
What?
Damn, nobody. Literally no one in here has their hat. Damn.
Tucks their ears.
This guy. One guy.
When was that a thing?
93. It's like crusty demons of dirt, you know?
that
They
what
do
the
a
kids do?
flat
Am I
brim.
Getting from the f***ing 60s.
Excuse me? Listen, you look like you're an umpire for f***ing the Angels or something. That goatee you got going on there.
What's up with your shape?
Damn.
Kirby, baby. Ever heard of it?
You really tuck your f***ing ears?
Tuck him in. You can't even tuck him in. See, it looks weird when someone else does it.
It looks weird when you do it.
Does this look better?
Yeah, that looks normal. Look, you give yourself cauliflower ear. You
I
ever heard
said
that
he's
term?
like a reverse boxer. Well, you know boxers' ears are like big and puffy. Yours are tight and not puffy.
You look like Dumbo.
Thank you.
Look at Vicky. You look aerodynamic.
Yeah, speed ears on.
Tuck your ears.
Guys, that's it for today's YouTube episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave us a comment down below. And remember to
Go ahead, you got it.
remember to subscribe.
This has been an insane episode. We have a lot of work done on the Mustang. We still have a lot of work to do. We are going to be bringing this thing to the NASCAR event. Tickets are in the link in the description below, so be sure to check that out. Hopefully we'll see you guys at the race. We still have a ton of things to do to finish this Mustang. We got to get it on the ground, get a cooling system on it, get the suspension dialed in. We'll save that for the next episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
No! What the? Sean!
The promo. What is that?
Do you feel the media is portraying you in their headlines?
I think you're gonna in the what?
In the headlines.
And you all open my grill like that?
No, right here is perfect.
Is it really? Yeah. That is so weird. Is this what you guys feel like all day long?
I can see your collar.
Oh my.
I can see your collar.
Wow, this is gnarly.
It's pretty in your face, huh?
Like this, that's close. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, dude.
Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me see what it looks like. No, but look down.
Wait, hold on, you gotta take off it.
No, it doesn't focus. It's too close.
It's not like the iPhone.